Hi, everybody. Welcome back to EAZY Does It podcast.
Hello. Hello, Emma.
I thought you were doing it in a different language.
Oh. Hello.
This is we're gonna go old school with this episode. It's me and Zoe starting out with the mics, and it's like old times. It's probably gonna be really boring for you guys, but we really enjoy talking to each other, so this is gonna be fun for us. It's just with microphones.
Speak for yourself.
Zozo.
Buck.
Now it's officially an episode, but you can tell that we're in a different place today. We are in the beautiful Active Remedy Club here in Liberty Village, downtown Toronto. We adore this place. We're going to have the director of innovation on later in the episode. Stay tuned. Guys, we need to know if anybody knows a lot about star signs. Emma did. Emma
Maybe
told
we
us
should
a
have
lot.
the next person on the pod should be an expert in astrology.
Zodiac
killer. That's a real thing.
I know. Wait, yeah, I listened to another podcast. I was learning about it. You know that there's one in San Francisco and there's also one in New York. There was a guy that tried to copycat.
Oh, I remember that.
Oh yeah, I remember that. But yeah, no, I'm actually fascinated by these zodiac signs. I'm a Gemini. I actually hear that's a bad thing, so I'll take that for what it is. What, and you're
a Leo.
Rawr.
Can you give me one?
Rawr.
Do the hand motion. Little one.
Rawr.
Good one.
So yeah, we've been having fun with the pod. The pod's been really fun. We have really enjoyed having our friends on. You guys have really
spiced up our lives.
Really enjoyed hearing from them. I mean, all of them are much cooler than us, so it's been really easy to talk about them and their lives. But now it's just you and me.
A good old catch up.
So tell me, Zoe, what's new, buddy?
Well, I'm sitting in the Active Remedy Club right now.
The Active Remedy Club.
And it's quite vibey.
It is so vibey. I love this place.
And I feel like I can move in here.
So if you guys come in, which you are, because you're not going to regret it, you might see Zoe sleeping on one of these benches. Just a pillow.
That's all you need. But yeah, Buck, not much new.
No?
What's new with you? Maybe that will spark some inspiration.
Some inspo.
Why'd you take your hand off my leg? Thank you.
Went to Ireland last week. That was cool.
To see your heritage, right?
See my heritage, yeah. So, as we were talking about at the beginning, I'm a quarter Irish. And it was really cool. We went back and went through our family roots, went to a couple of graveyards, went to a couple of small towns, and definitely stopped into a few pubs. So that was a lot of fun.
That girl.
Yeah, dude, the sleeve monster got you again, eh?
Sleeve monster got me.
It's a real shame.
Wait, what'd you say?
If I had arms like you, I think I would cut the sleeves off of every single thing I wore.
If I had traps like you, I would just never wear a shirt, so.
Just cut the shoulder parts off. Just tube tops.
Tube tops only.
So, did that strike any inspiration? What are you been up to?
What have I been up to?
New languages. How is your French going? How are your French classes?
Buck, I'm not gonna lie. I may have accidentally missed my last 3 French lessons. I don't know what happened, but
What happened? They're online. How do you miss?
Well, let's just say the first one, I woke up and I was in not the right mindset. And the other 2, I just completely forgot that I booked them, so I've ghosted my French teacher. If she ever hears this, I'm sorry, je t'aime. I told her je t'aime the first time we met because I thought...
What's her name again? Oh my gosh.
I know this.
She loves you, though.
It's
Whoever
very
you
hard
are.
to pronounce. It took me 3 classes to learn how to. Anais.
Anais.
Anais. I'm
Anais,
sorry.
you deserve better.
Désolé, Anais.
You
Je
deserve
t'aime,
better.
mon ami. Tu me manques.
Actually, one thing that we didn't mention is it was this chicken's birthday a couple of days ago. Is that why you missed? We had let's just say we had a fun time. A couple of us hit the town.
They made it a very fun and special night for me, and let's just say somebody's mother got me creme brulees, and that was very sweet because that's my favorite dessert. I just want to put out there that the best creme brulee I've ever had in my life was my Auntie Heather's, and she was mad that I didn't say this like earlier on the podcast because I talked about creme brulee and didn't talk about how good hers was, but I just want to put that out there before I forget because really she's the best cook ever. That's my favorite dessert.
And somebody's dog.
And somebody's dog sat on my lap, and I really liked that.
Just her in her prime. Just absolute joy beaming from your face.
It's true. And Buck made it very special for me.
What? Just being there?
Being there, being square.
Yeah. You know what I do. I'm always there and square.
Yeah. So that was really fun.
No, that's sweet. So you're 24?
Yeah.
You're 24 is off to a good start. 25 is like, I feel like when responsibility really starts to hit.
Well, I always thought when I was younger that once you hit 25, it's all downhill.
Perfect. Awesome.
So,
and that's why I'm here at the Active Remedy Club. My joints are already starting to hurt. It's crazy. 25, really things start to change. Just wait. Just really enjoy your youth in this next year.
I'm trying to shift my mindset because I know I'm almost there, but also, like, what good comes from 25? I don't know.
Actually, you know what's one good thing?
You can rent a car?
Yes! Wait, how did you get that so quick? I know. I actually was fired up. I rented a car when I was in Arizona, and I walked up, and he was like, "Oh, so you're gonna have to pay the extra young driver fee?" And I was like,
"Nah, sir."
"No, sir." And I just slid my ID right across. It was a power moment.
Makes me feel young again.
Okay.
But besides that, there's nothing really to look forward to, I don't think.
That's sad.
You know what's been really cool recently?
Let me guess. Should we say it on 3?
1, 2, 3, the Olympics. Yeah, this is us. We look like 2 dads on a back patio.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
We are.
Yeah, that's what we are. That's where we thrive.
Yeah.
But yeah, those just wrapped up. So what do we do now? Okay, this is officially our new dream guest on the podcast.
Ray guns.
Ray gun. Zoe, tell me a little bit about that.
Well, it honestly just lit my body up to watch because, I mean, how can, I don't even have words. Like, girl, the confidence on that girl to just get up there and move that thing like free body, roll around on the floor, pick up dust, like,
So
wow.
that's like you after 3 drinks.
That's me sober.
That's you, buddy. You're just buzzing around.
I love it. I love to free body dance. That's free body dancing. What are your thoughts on ray guns?
Yeah, it was poetic. Like how she moved that thing, like you said.
I think she was like telling a story with her body movements.
Sadly, I don't know. Hopefully I'm not the one to be breaking this news, but breakdancing's not going to be in 2028 in LA. But that was already decided before the Olympic Games.
So what was the point of doing it for one?
I don't know. But it was really cool to see. Was it Phil Wizard?
Phil Wiz, man.
He was so good.
He was so good. Canada, let's go. Won the gold.
Let's go, Baps. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go. Phil Wiz.
Fucking rights.
But that was probably one of my highlights. So Ray Gun was your top highlight.
Yeah, Ray Guns, Phil Wiz, like I like them both.
My personal favorite was watching the swimming.
Oh, Summer McIntosh, man.
Summer McIntosh, 17 years old, so.
Beast.
4 medals.
Beast.
3 gold, 1 silver. Like, that was a cool story.
She's beast.
And she was in the last Olympics. She was 13.
What?
Yeah.
She competed at the last Olympics?
Yeah.
As a 13-year-old.
13-year-old.
Shut the front door.
I know, dude. Imagine that
what
kid.
place did she come?
I don't think she placed. Imagine coming back to high school parties and being
There's no way that girl parties.
You know what?
Yeah.
I feel like she's got stories. So that was super cool to watch her. Also in swimming, Leon Marchand. Did you see him?
I don't know.
Okay, so he was French athlete, hometown crowd, like the response was wild. And this kid came in and I think he won 5 medals. He just completely destroyed. He's now being coached by Michael Phelps's coach. Wow. Goes to ASU. And it was just super cool, like, just to see the home crowd presence and, like, him just absolutely tear up the world stage, like, just.
Wow.
I think, and also, like, they're talking about it at the Summer Olympics, like, so many records were shattered.
Really?
Yeah, so many, like, Olympic records, both in track and swimming. Like, people are evolving, people are getting better, and it's pretty cool to watch.
People are getting better, equipment is getting better, resources are getting better.
Yeah.
Training is getting better.
Yeah, so it's going to be cool to see. I'm excited. LA is going to be a really cool place.
Is that the next Summer Olympics?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're going to go?
I would love to go. It's going to be, we're going to go for, well, break dancing isn't.
Yay.
Let me think. Maybe we could put our application in. I think flag football's in.
Oh, that'd be so fun.
We would have to get a little bit
would be fun.
More solid.
Yeah.
We would get absolutely destroyed.
Yeah.
We would get destroyed if we went on like a rugby or, I guess, flag football. You don't get tackled.
Or, you know what I think is cool?
What?
The one where they shoot the guns. I never watched it live, but I saw some clips after the fact. But they just like stand there and they just go. Pow.
You know what? Also, one of my favorite things from this past Olympics was seeing. I'm a huge tennis fan.
Yes, I do.
For people that don't know, I love tennis, and I'm specifically a Carlos Alcaraz fan. Dream to see him live. The kid's an absolute beast. Emphasis on kid too. Like, Carlos is 21. He's an 03 and has won 4 Grand Slams now. Absolutely tearing up. And for him and Rafael Nadal were doubles for Team Spain, and that was really cool. It's like, obviously one of the greatest to ever do it.
They're from Spain?
Yeah, both of them. Nadal, to see them, it's kind of like they were like passing on the torch a little bit. Like, to see them play together, it was just like chills. Yeah, so, and it was like Carlos's like idol growing up. So for him too, it was like, yeah, it was super special to watch. They're unreal. They competed hard, and that was special as a viewer to watch.
Yeah, I love Spain.
You do love Spain. Also, one really cool thing was did you see Armand Duplantis?
Who'd that?
He's the Swedish pole vaulter. This is him. He got the world record, and his celly was electric. He's hit all of the past world records. Like, it's him like 7 times in a row, and then the other person that hit it a couple of years back. But
that's wild.
Yeah, so he beat his own record, and then his celly, you could feel the energy from how hype he was to see him like achieve his dream. Like, I don't know, that's what it's all about, the Olympics. Just watching people achieve their dreams. The medal ceremony always gets me chills.
Yeah, it's true. What did you think? Cool. What did you think of Noah Lyles?
Yeah, it was pretty cool. He liked to talk a lot. That's one thing.
He's very confident.
Very confident lad. But yeah, good for him.
I mean, Coco Vivi.
Confidence is key for every athlete. But let's just say never mess with Canada.
Hey, yo.
Never mess with Canada. Yeah, next summer one is LA. And then we got the winter coming up in 2 years. It's going to be pretty exciting. Good stuff.
Italia.
Christine della Rovere.
From Tuscany.
Yeah, the Olympics was cool. I don't really know what to watch. Have you been watching anything on TV lately?
Honestly, no.
No?
CNN, just because it's we shouldn't get into politics.
Wait, when did you become political?
Oh, I just think it's so entertaining.
Oh, man. Okay, wait. So, since we're going old school here, back to our roots. I love how we've pretended like this podcast has gone on for years.
It feels like it. In a good way.
I feel like, yeah, sometimes we talk about it. This is literally our 8th episode. We're like, yeah, let's throw it back to when we first started a couple of months ago. Stop flexing. She's trying to get edits on TikTok right now. Yeah, I think we should bring it back to our roots, to our very first game. Draft.
Reserve.
Release. I have a couple for you.
Okay,
let's start it off hot. Renee Rapp.
Okay.
Chapel Roan.
Okay.
Fletcher.
Draft Chapel. Reserve Fletcher. Release Brene Brapp.
Did you just say Brene? Renee.
Renee Brapp or Renee Rapp?
Renee Rapp. No B involved at all. Brene Brapp.
Brene Brapp.
That would actually be sick though. Wait. Renee is like one of my favorite artists.
Have you heard Chapel though?
Yeah, I've been bopped. I actually bopped to her on the way here this morning. Red Wine Supernova, Pink Pony Club.
Chapel lights me up.
Yeah, it's been cool. She's a really cool artist and like has really taken off in the last little while. I actually just started listening to her in like the last week. Really? I'm behind on the game.
Yeah,
but
she fires me up.
Fire. Did you see her Lollapalooza performance?
No.
It's crazy. So she wasn't a headliner at all. But then they had to move her to the bigger stage because like of the demand. And if you like, there's a video of the crowd and it's just like a sea of people. Like I can't even imagine the adrenaline rush.
Wow, chap. I have one for you. Tate McRae.
Yep.
Renee Brapp. Or Rihanna. Yeah.
Ooh, okay. Renee Rapp, Rihanna, and Tate McRae. I'm going to have to draft Renee Rapp.
Really?
I love Renee Rapp. I saw her live in New York with one of my friends from college, Benny, and it's one of the best.
Like what kind of love? Like in love or you just love her?
I don't think I'm like in love yet because I haven't met her.
But you could be?
Like who knows? If you watch her performances, incredible voice. Like she started off on Broadway. And then now she's just so funny. She's so funny. In between like all of her songs, like in between sets and stuff like that, she's like just like being herself, but it's like she's one of the funniest people.
She makes you giggle?
Yeah, she's like a comedian.
Really?
Yeah.
I saw her on TV. Okay, anyway.
Okay, Renee. Because Rihanna's just like...
She's Riri. She's bad gal.
I know. So, but at the same time, Tate McRae is also one of my favorite artists right now. Renee and her are like in my top 5.
Not Chapel?
Chapel is getting there. I mean, it's only been a week of me listening to her, so...
Okay.
But I think I would have to say... I can't even say it. I'm going to say both.
No,
Reserve. I
no,
have to. I can't release. I can't release either.
No, that's not how it works. I'm just going to call it for you because I know what you're thinking. You're releasing Rihanna.
I'm going to release Rihanna.
Everyone can't tell Emma Buggles. Do you know?
As of right now, though, I have to be true to myself. I love both Renee and Tate's. But if we're doing an all-time list, Rihanna would have to be the draft.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah. Dexter, Sam, Astro.
Okay.
Astro, for context, Dexter we've talked about, Daryl Watts' dog. One of Zoe's favorites. Sam, Zoe's cat. And Astro, Kristen Del Robert's dog.
Okay. This is tough. Just to clarify, I'd like to put it out there that I love all three of these animals dearly. Okay, with all my heart.
She's a lover of animals.
I am an animal lover, but that being said, lately Sam and I have not been vibing. I don't know if it's because she's a teenager and she's gonna like in the phase where she hates mom. Like I don't know what the deal is, but we're just not vibing lately. She doesn't sleep with me. She only comes to me if I have treats. She hisses at me. Like
Can I suggest something?
Yes.
It's because maybe mom isn't as present at home.
Whoa. Buckles.
Mom hasn't been around.
How dare you?
You have to. Hey, that's accountability. That's accountability.
No, she's just not the same lately. I don't know what's going on, and I'm not happy about it.
I love her.
I'm not drafting her.
So with that being said,
I'm not drafting her till she figures her out.
Dude, mom's been bopping around to Connecticut, Italy.
Sometimes mommy and daddy need to go on work trips.
Are you mommy and daddy?
No, her daddy went to the store to get milk and never came back. So I'm mommy, but she's with her Papa Jim.
Papa Jim.
Yeah.
Papa Jim's actual Zoe's dad. Actual Papa.
Yeah. I am drafting Dexter. Especially after Daryl bathed him and he smelled good. He is so cute because he's just like, do the face, Buckles. Do the face. Yeah, that's him. And he's precious. He's a cuddle monster. And then that leaves me to reserve. I have to reserve Sam because I birthed her. Yeah, so I have to release Astro, but I love him so much.
Wait, did you ever tell the story of how you got Sam on this podcast?
I don't think so.
You should tell the story.
Okay, I'll tell it. The story of how I got Sam is that I really felt like I was at the point in my life where I had matured enough that it was time for me to take responsibility for something other than myself.
How old were you?
I was 20. 20.
Okay.
And my teenage years were behind me, and luckily I had beaten teen pregnancy, so I thought,
That's not too hard for you, buddy.
To spice things up a little bit, I was like, I need something in my life. I'm lonely. I want something to love me. It was during the thick of COVID.
I want something to love me.
It was out of whack, right?
We weren't even friends really then. I could have been there.
We weren't. I know. I wish you were. But I lived with a girl at the time. She's my best friend from college.
The real one.
And
Gabby. Come on.
GM Vitelli. Also, she's mad at me. I never mentioned her on the pod. Gabby, I don't have anything to say to you.
Gabby, we're saying your voice.
We don't tell each other we love each other, but anyway, she's the daddy that went for milk that never came back. Anyway, so Gabby and I were living together, and I said, Gabby, I'm going to get a cat. And she's one of those people that was like, I hate cats. I'm allergic to cats. They're disgusting. I'm a dog person, yada, yada, yada. So I said, no, I'm lonely and I'm sad. I'm getting a cat. And finally I convinced her. And she's like, okay. So she came with me. I found this cat on Craigslist. I saw a photo, and I just saw a photo of baby Sam. She was so fluffy, little fluff ball, looked like a hairball. She was in Massachusetts. How do you say it?
She was in Massachusetts.
Massachusetts. Anyway, she was in Mass. So we get in my car, we zip over there. I'm so anxious to get her. I'm about to become a mother. And
that must be a crazy feeling. Your water broke right in that moment.
My water broke. It's like we were headed to the hospital, okay?
Right.
I was in labor. And she was $300 on Craigslist. I talked him down to $250. So I'm driving.
Score.
I almost crashed the car like 4 times. Like Gabby was like literally like in the passenger seat, like Zoe, like every 5 minutes. We get there to a gas station, and I'm like, this is so weird. I'm like texting the person. They're like refusing to let me call them. They wouldn't let me call because I'm like, where are they? Like, I thought I was going to someone's house to pick up this kitten. Like, I'm at a random gas station. They won't answer the phone. And the person texts me and goes, wait there, period. I'm like, oh my God, me and Gabby are scared. We're in the sketchy part of Mass. Like, I don't even know where we were. And then all of a sudden a car like pulls up next to me. Out comes a man. He hands me the cat. I hand him an envelope of cash. He drives off. And I had this little kitten in my hand.
She like sat in your palm, right?
Yeah, she was so
Goodness.
cute. It was like a drug deal.
Sam as like a little kitten was the cutest little thing ever.
Yeah, it was love at first sight.
And she loved to be up by your neck, right?
And she would sit on my shoulder, and I would like cook eggs, and I would do everything, brush my teeth, and she would just always sit up here. So now she still likes to go up there, but she's so obese that it doesn't work quite the same. But
that's so freaking cute. I'm a huge fan of Sam. Okay, well,
Sam's a huge fan of you.
That was Sam.
Oh yeah, here's Sam.
She got her tatted. I witnessed this one.
Can you see? That's Sam. Except that's a flattering image of her.
Everybody, we have a very special guest on the podcast today. It's not Zoe. Here today we have Emma Whelpton.
Hi.
Hello.
The director of innovation at ARC, the beautiful space we're sitting in right now. And Emma's going to take us a little bit through what she does and what this beautiful space is all about. Emma, welcome on.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome.
So welcome to ARC. Everything we do here is really boils down to recovery and athletic recovery. And we believe that, Nike has a really famous quote, and it says, if you have a body, you're an athlete. And we believe that, if you have a body, you need to recover. Whether you're a professional athlete or not, everybody has an athletic side to them. Whether you're that 9-to-5er and you're hitting the gym just like the weekend warriors or whatever it is, or you're just sitting at your desk all day, every day, and you need to recover, right? If you have a body, you need to recover. So everything we do here at Active Remedy Club was designed to help people recover. And so we have really two sides of the business. We have first off, the contrast side, which we're sitting in now. And we have a 55-person sauna here and 4 cold tubs. And we use the contrast as a beautiful way to help the body recover, both very like physically, but then also like physiologically. We also have our clinical side, our Remedy Hub, where we have chiropractors, physiotherapy, and massage therapy to help people with their physical recovery.
This is a one-stop shop.
Yeah, no kidding.
So, Zoe,
yeah,
you got injured this past year.
I did. I got injured this past year.
What happened?
Show Emma.
My wrist went wonk.
She literally snapped her arm in half.
For somebody who suffers an injury like me, where it's a lot of inflammation and kind of a long recovery process, how would a place like this help kind of speed or alleviate some of that pain or swelling?
I feel like the key word is speed, because what I'll say is our bodies hold innate intelligence. Your body is always working for you, and it always wants to recover. If you sat in, bed and just let your body do its thing, it will recover slowly. We want to speed the recovery, especially for, athletes that have sort of like a job on the line, right? Or just even a lot of people get their mental health through athletic, through their sports. And so there's so many reasons why we want to get back to the sport, to the game, to the athletics as fast as humanly possible. And so really when I think about inflammation, my brain goes straight to the cold tubs. Getting that wrist post-surgery into the cold tubs to help decrease inflammation. I'm sure you iced locally after surgery. But when we go through the hot and the cold, we see such a huge reduction in recovery time because of the, what the hot and the cold provides us. When we think about recovery, we want to think about increasing blood flow, right? Your blood flow is what's going to help heal any tissue. When we get into the sauna, we're increasing circulation, we're increasing blood flow to the areas to help heal damaged tissue. And then when we pop into the cold tubs, we have vasoconstriction, we decrease inflammation systemically through the whole body. So that would be the biggest benefits of using the contrast. And then also whenever we're recovering, especially with like a joint with your wrist, you need mobility in those areas, right?
Yeah.
And so oftentimes when we hop into the clinic, we're seeing our chiropractors, physios, lymphatic drainage massage to help with decreasing inflammation. But really, I would be seeing a practitioner to help increase and regain proper function and mobility and strength of that wrist.
Right.
Wow. And there's like a lot of different tools in this is not the Remedy Hub. That's the Remedy Hub.
Remedy Hub's across the hall. Yeah.
Across the hall. So there's a lot of different like tools, correct? Like you guys have red light therapy. What different tools can you use as an athlete here at ARC?
Yeah, we do a lot of cupping therapy, red light therapy, and acupuncture. Acupuncture would be incredible to just, again, help. When we have an injury, your body's always trying to heal it, right? And then after, 3 months, it's like your body always likes to take the path of least resistance. Mm-hmm. And it's like, you know what, we've had this injury for so long, kind of screw it. We're going to go on to the next thing or whatever. And it gets a little bit lazy recovering things when they've been there for a long period of time. It's almost like it's not top of mind anymore. It's been there for 3 months and it's kind of like, whatever. Okay. Acupuncture is a really beautiful way to elicit the body's response to recover and help it heal faster. It's almost like creating a micro injury in a way that stimulates that cellular recovery in that area. It almost tells your brain, hey, remember us, remember this wrist, don't stop healing it, or don't slow down that healing process. So it reignites that natural healing process. You can also then add like electrodes that help stimulate the muscles and bring back some strength in the tissue and just like get it awake again, recovering a little bit faster. And then we pop on the red light therapy. The red light therapy is a really beautiful way to help the cells regenerate, right? And so everybody always knows this, like, I don't know if I want to say it's like a famous quote or saying where people say, you're like a whole new person in 7 years, right? Mm-hmm. Because your cells regenerate. And so in 7 years, essentially every cell in your body's regenerating, your whole new system and your whole new person and blah, blah, blah. And that all stems from this idea that your cells are always regenerating and turning over and whatnot. So the red light therapy helps turn on your cells and stimulate them so that they're recovering faster than they would otherwise.
Wow, I've never heard that quote, but it kind of scares me.
I need to go over to the Remedy Hub. Yeah, I feel like I need to I need to restore myself. So as a person without an injury, how is this?
Knock on wood.
Yeah, I know that
We've all been there.
I shouldn't have said such a thing, but how can you use this space? What's the benefit of contrast therapy for just like your average athlete?
So what I'm going to say is like preventative. That's your biggest thing, right? If the biggest risk of getting an injury is already have had it in the past, right? You sprain your ankle, biggest risk of you spraining your ankle is having it sprained in the past. Mm-hmm. So being preventative and is going to be the best thing that you can do, right? So getting in to see the chiros, getting in to see physio, massage, to keep your body in a really healthy state so you decrease your risk of injury. That's your best plan. Don't wait till you're injured to come in.
Absolutely.
Be preventative. Be proactive.
Not reactive.
Not reactive.
Exactly.
That is it. That's the essence right there. And on top of obviously the physical effects, you guys have a lot of mindful classes as well. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah. Anybody that's done the cold plunge or push themselves in the sauna most likely can relate to this feeling of like deep presence. When you're in the cold tub, it's uncomfortable. It's hard. It's hard to sit in there and, be thinking about your grocery list and your to-do list and all the things that you need, the anxious thoughts that you have in your walking day. Mm-hmm. You're just focusing on your breath and you're focusing on getting through that and breathing through that. And so it drops you into this deep state of presence. So that happens naturally through the elements. And then you then add on, an expert meditation coach in the sauna to guide you through. And it is like a life-changing experience.
Wow, Emma.
I know. I've been to a couple of these classes, and let me tell you, you guys are missing out. You most definitely need to come here. I felt like a new person after I left for the first time, and so you need to come here with your wrist more often.
I know I will. Please, thank you, Emma.
I mean, there's so many benefits of the hot and the cold, and that's why we really see it like taking off right now. It's been used for hundreds of years, right? Especially in Europe. Like, it has been used in so many different cultures around the world for so many years. I just think that now is when we've really been able to put in the time and energy to research the elements and understand the science and objectively what's happening in the body when we move through the hot and the cold. And so it's becoming a little bit more mainstream because we understand the science behind it and the benefits, the extreme benefits that the hot and the cold have for your health. Not only for like recovery, but again, just like longevity, preventative. There's so many health benefits. As an athlete, I'm training for the Toronto Half Marathon because I was I signed up sitting on my couch and I was like, you know what, we're just going to do it so I can prove to myself that I can do it in my 30s. That was my thought.
Light work.
I didn't want to get, I have a competitive side to myself and I was like, you got this, Emma. So I'm actually going to try and train for this, but I ran a race in the past where I signed up for a 10K and I was like, I'm going to sign up for this as a way to motivate myself to get back in shape. Life happened. I was swamped. I ran like 3 times before the race. I really didn't train. Cardiovascular, like running, I ran 3 times before my 10K run. And I was like, well, here we go. But I ran that race and I felt incredible. I felt so in shape cardiovascularly. And the reason why is because I had spent a ton of time in the sauna. I was sauning 5 times a week, every single week. And when you are in the sauna for 15, 20 minutes, you're pushing your cardio. It's a cardiovascular workout. Mm-hmm. It's cardiovascular endurance. So you have the option to like come hang out in the sauna, which feels fantastic for 20 minutes, or go for a 3K run. Like, what would you rather, what's more comfortable?
I already know which one I'm choosing.
You get the cardiovascular benefits sitting in the sauna that you would like going for a run.
Why is it? It's just because it's harder to breathe in there?
You're pushing your cardiovascular system. You get taxed. It puts your body into a stress state. You're increasing your heart rate. You're pumping your circulation. It's taxing to your cardiovascular system, just like going for a long cardio run would, right? Wow. It's taxing that system. So we actually see a huge decrease in any cardiovascular event, stroke, cardiovascular disease, heart attacks by sauning. That's one of the biggest benefits that you're going to get. When you start to sauna 15 to 20 minutes, 4 times a week, you get like a 50% decrease in your risk of having any cardiovascular event. And we live in North America. I don't know if it's number 1 anymore. I think cancer is maybe past it, but your biggest risk of death or the biggest cause of death in North America for a very long time was cardiovascular. What's the best way to combat that? The tough thing to do is go for a run, do the half marathon, do the 10K runs, get out there. But that's hard work. And that also requires a lot of, a functional ability with the knees, the hips, like the full system. Some people can't do that. That's not always available to people. Mm-hmm. So to be able to then sit in the sauna and get the same cardiovascular benefits, decreasing any cardiovascular events, huge benefits.
Wow. And so what if you do go for that run? What's the benefit of going to the sauna afterwards as well?
Again, we talked about increasing blood flow to the tissue to help it heal. That's what you're going to get in the sauna. You're going to increase your blood flow to that tissue to help heal any micro damages in that tissue. And micro damages, people think, injury. It's not. Anytime you're lifting weights, anytime you're gaining muscle, you're creating micro injuries to that tissue so that it repairs and heals bigger, stronger. That's how you gain muscle, right?
Yeah. You got a lot of micro tears in those traps.
Yeah, this is awesome. What?
I'm sorry. Is there a more of a benefit to doing contrast versus just strictly cold plunges or sauna
alone?
You're going to get the benefits of them singularly if you do them independently. When we bring them together, you're just doubling your benefits. We also see that when you sauna and plunge and do that contrast therapy and you go back and forth between the two, you get a massive reduction in cortisol. Cortisol is your sort of like quote unquote stress hormone, which can cause some issues in your system when it is chronically heightened in your body. So we live in the modern world, especially in Toronto. Everybody has high cortisol levels. Cortisol is not always bad. I don't like extremes. It's not a bad thing. People say like, oh, cortisol, you should have no, we need cortisol. It's part of, it's endogenous. Our body creates it for a reason. We need it in the morning. It's the highest in the morning to wake us up and make us alert. Before a hockey game, you want some level of heightened, vigilance and cortisol to be like game ready. It's not always a bad thing, but it's when it's at a heightened state and heightened levels for an extended chronic period of time, that's when it can become a problem.
Absolutely.
Right? So when you've, finished a week where you're incredibly stressed because of whatever, life stress, personal stress, work stress, to do the hot and the cold, we see a massive reduction in cortisol levels.
Are you stressed right now?
No, I'm calm.
No, I'm calm.
Calm, cool, collected.
Now that we're recovering, this is the perfect place to be. Everybody should come check this place out. I mean, it truly is a one-stop shop. Whether you're injured, whether you're healthy, you're going to come out feeling your best. And
athlete, not athlete.
It's incredible. So how do people get here? How does it work? Is it a membership? I understand that we're going to have a promo code, so we're going to have everything down below. We'll include all this information, but walk us through a little bit how people can get here and get involved.
Yeah, so you can either visit the Contrast Hub or the Remedy Hub, the clinical space, or the Contrast Hot and Cold Sauna Cold Plunge. You can buy class packs, and you can also come on a membership. The way I would do it is get yourself a membership. It's the best way to go about it. You can also do where you see a practitioner in the clinic, and then this is like the best way to do it truthfully, is you want to come for your massage or your chiro, whatever it is, and then add on a contrast session afterwards. It's like a really incredible price. It's like a no-brainer to add that on.
Right.
In off-peak times, you can add on your contrast. So you, like, just imagine this. You come in, whether before or after, you do your sauna, cold plunge, you leave, decrease cortisol, you feel amazing in your body, super relaxed, and then go get treated, whether that's your massage, chiro, whatever it is, and then leave, you're walking out here a new person. I mean, choosing one independently, whether you want to come for the hot cold or clinical side, you're going to feel great. But if you do them at the same time in the same sesh, you will be unmatched.
I absolutely love it. Okay, you guys, seriously though, me and Zoe love this place. ARC is the place to be. It's in Liberty Village. If you're in the Toronto area, definitely stop by. Come check it out.
Don't be shy. Stop by.
This place is a really great spot for any athlete and any person that has a body, as Nike says, is an athlete.
We all got a bod.
And you got to take good care of it. So start and come to ARC. Thank you, Emma, for coming on.
Yes, thank you, Emma.